Namaste and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 12th session of the webinar series presented by Vigyan Prasar on the theme Technology Communication for Socio-economic Development for Grassroots Level Women's. I'm Dr. Nidhi Srivastava, project scientist from Vigyan Prasar, welcomes you all. And it's my privilege to welcome the esteemed panelist of today's session, Professor Santosh Kumar Mohanty, professor at Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology, Bhubaneswar, and Dr. Kinkini Das Gupta Mishra, senior scientist from Vigyan Prasar. I also welcome the large group of scientists, researchers, students, and all other people who are attending this webinar through YouTube and Facebook handles of ISTI portal and Vigyan Prasar, where it being broadcasted live. Thank you everyone for joining. So women make up almost half of the agricultural labor force in our country, but their productivity is limited by the barriers to education, finance, land rights, and lack of appropriate tools and technologies. Agriculture skills, knowledge of new technologies, and training are critical for women farmers to be able to build resilience in the face of changing requirements. Scientists, researchers, and innovators around the globe are doing extensive work to develop newer and advanced technologies which can ease farmers' life. Access to these modern labor-saving technologies is also critical for improving the socio-economic standards of women in agriculture. So this webinar series is an attempt to help women farmers by making sure that they have access to these game-changing innovations so that they can farm and make agriculture work. In today's session, our expert, Dr. Mohanty sir, will talk about the adoption of such improved tools and technologies for the rural women. The talk will be as usual of 30 to 40 minutes, followed by an interaction section. I request all the participants that if you have any queries or doubts regarding today's session, you can raise your hand or you can type it in the chat box or the comment box. We will take your questions once the session is over or once the talk is over. Now, without taking much of your time, I humbly invite Dr. Kinkini ma'am for her opening remarks, and I also request her to please introduce our today's speaker. Over to you, Kinkini ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Nidhi. A very good morning to all of you. As Dr. Nidhi has already mentioned, that agriculture occupies a key position in Indian economy, providing a source of livelihood for a majority of the population, and women in India, the backbone of the society, and resource in agriculture and rural economy. In India, the involvement of women in agriculture is maximum than in other sectors. Though a lot of work has been done to modernize agriculture, attention till date has been on technical and economic advancements where the gender issues are not given required attention. So the result is that women workers have to carry out various field operations with the age-old hand tools, their hands, and there's a lot of drudgery involved in these operations, and given for use to women workers, which results in lower system of efficiency and occupational health hazards. Women have different ergonomical characteristics than men, and therefore it is necessary to develop tools, equipments to suit their, anthropometric and strength data. So, like ICAR and India, other research institutions and the agricultural universities are working quite extensively on developing, gender-friendly, women-friendly, improved tools and technologies. And here I would like to say that 2 years back, Vigyan Prasar has also collaborated with CIAE, Center for Institute of Agriculture and Engineering, Bhopal, and brought out a series of such, knowledge products on these improved tools and technologies for women. And we have a film on this. We have almost a video compendium for almost 37 to 40 tools. And we have a lot of other posters and other leaflets, material in English, Hindi, Gujarati. Even they have been also translated in other Indian languages. So these kind of resource is important. And what is required now is to demonstrate these technologies, to make aware to the end users, to the women users, how these technologies and tools can be procured, can be acquired, and made to use for their benefits. And nowadays, many interventions have been made by scientists and researchers in designing of farm equipment to reduce the gap of passive to active involvement of women workers or women farmers per se in agriculture sector for increasing the work efficiency and productivity to reduce drudgery. So at Vigyan Prasar, under Gender and Technology Communication Program of Vigyan Prasar, we have initiated this webinar series on technology communication for the development of grassroots level women. And we have started this program since July 2020. The webinar series has been conceptualized to reduce the gap of communication between the technology developers and the receivers and make rural women aware of these appropriate technologies. And the aim of this webinar series is at helping the country's brightest minds to effectively guide the grassroots innovators, the technology coordinators through an interactive discussion. There are many state level organizations working at the grassroots level who need these information, the accessibility, affordability, and availability of these information and these tools. So I think Vigyan Prasar tries to develop a bridge, an interface between the knowledge institutions and the consumers or the users of these tools and technologies. Today, we have invited one such exemplary figure who have done extensive work in developing such tools and technologies which are women-friendly. I welcome and I invite Dr. Santosh Kumar Mohanty, who is a professor and officer in charge of All India Coordinated Research Project on Ergonomics and Safety in Agriculture at Department of Farm Machinery and Power in Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology, Bhubaneswar. Dr. Mohanty is having more than 2 decades of experience in developing the tools and technologies that helps in reducing the drudgery of women in agricultural operations through use of improved equipment. And he has developed a data bank on anthropometric and strength parameters of male and female workers of Odisha. His other major contribution involved women-friendly pedal paddy thresher, ergo-refined sugarcane stripper, ergo-refined coconut dehusker, women-friendly 3-row paddy transplanter, and so on. So Dr. Santosh Mohanty today is going to really demonstrate and talk about his work and what is actually required and needed and how to get these tools access to the women beneficiaries. And Dr. Mohanty has published more than 30 research papers and numerous popular technical articles in peer-reviewed national and international journals. Welcome you, sir. A warm welcome from Vigyan Prasar. I now invite Dr. Santosh Mohanty to deliver today's lecture. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Madam, thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Sir, please, madam, please allow me.
Okay, please give me 1 minute.
Screen sharing, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir, you can share now.
Yeah.
You are.
Good morning to all.
Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Hello. Okay. Today's topic is adoption of improved tools and technologies for rural women. 3 things. One thing is adoption. Why? Second, improved tools, and third was technologies for rural women. 3 things I will discuss today. 25 minutes discuss why this is requirement of farm videos or demonstration that has been developed by our center, by other center, which can be useful for the rural farm women. So this is the scenario. Very shortly, I will skip this one. This is the scenario of female agriculture workers in India. These are almost 18-19 states. It's mostly female workers you will find in eastern part of India, and mostly you will find that more than 50% of female workers are involved in agriculture. And when you talk about non-agriculture activities, less than 50%. And the percent of female workers is increasing at a pace with male workers. The next slide I will show you you can see the figure of a female worker, how she's work, getting early in the morning and going to bed at late. She's working with a 10 hands, 12 hands. You can see at the same time looking care of their children, taking care of their parents, taking care of their poultry, gottery or bovine population they have. She has to cook food. They rightly said, Dr. Our elect Prime Minister, to awaken the people, we have to awaken the farm work, farm women, so that the nation can move. So as per the FAO data, 2011, there was 33% of total world agriculture labor force are women, and they contribute almost 55%. When we talk about world, but in the talk about Indian subcontinent, the data is 60 to 70%. And one of the research done by SIBA and published in FAO 1991, you can see the pair of bullocks works for 1064 hours, a man for 1 to 1 hours, and women, how much? 3,485 hours in a year. You can find it is working threefold of a bullocks and 3.5 or 3.5 times of a male workers. So we can say this is the invisible workforce. Recently, I was going through a book of Vandana Siba. She was very rightly told that ecology, environment, and women, those are correlated. Without the help of female worker, we cannot contribute the basic food production. So that's why more emphasis should be given to the female workers. And this is the why female. Suppose I develop a tool, I develop a say transplanter, I developed a Mandwa Weeder, anything I develop, keeping the male counterpart, keeping the vision that it will be suitable for the male workers. Earlier, there was no research was conducted for female workers. So Vigyan Prasar came into picture. CI Bhopal, under the guidance of Dr. L.P. Gite, who was our ex-project coordinator, lot of emphasis was given to popularize, propagate, demonstrate female tools and equipment. So there are drudgery, as Madam Dr. Dasuta mentioned, drudgery, fatigue, pain, agony, that's to be taken into consideration. So how the female is differentiated from a male? You can see from the data, 40 to 70% of body strength. How can a spade of 3.8 kilo can be suitable a female for female of 2/3 of a male counterpart? And the lower body strength, smaller stature, is height, weight, body surface area, body mass index, we call it anthropometry. Those parameters are 10 to 15% lesser than in case of a female worker. So suppose I design a tool for keeping the male counterpart into my mind, how it will be suitable to female workers? That will never be suitable. So that's why more emphasis should be given to develop tools and equipment which will be suitable to the female workers. And lower aerobic capacity, heart rate, oxygen consumption, that all come into the ergonomics parameters. Now, taking the farm activities, suppose you will say, excluding land preparation and spraying, almost all operations are mostly dominated by female workers. I'm talking about the eastern part of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Andhra, in southern Himachal Pradesh, Maharashtra also, in southern part of India also. In land preparation, you will see only 32% female involvement, working behind their husbands. Suppose some wife is going to help her husband, or behind the plow. Sowing and transplanting, starting for nursery bracing, weeding, interculture, harvesting with a locals or input sickle, threshing, winnowing, and also transplantation. All the operations are done by female workers. And weeding, mostly done by female workers. You can see the data, 86%. Harvesting, reaping, winnowing, drying, and cleaning and storage. Almost all the operations are mostly done by female workers. So that's why I clearly mentioned right time, right place. We have to provide niche-based, location-specific tool and equipment for to overcome this problem. These are the different types of height, weight, body surface area. These are the how the one person is differentiated to another function. So keep this is the example of how the difference between male and female. This is the all India data. This was book has been published by CI Bhopal, Anthropometric data. You can see the push strength of male is 247 and female is 130, almost 40% less. Pull strength 234 and 136, almost 30%. Weight you can see 51.8 and 44. Because suppose in ergonomics we talk When we design a tool and equipment, it should be certain percent of your body weight. Suppose you are carrying a load, it should be at 1/3 of your body weight. I'll come later. And stature you can see 163 or 151. Suppose you developed a Mandwa Weeder, and it is recommended that it should be operated at 70 to 80% of your shoulder height. Suppose the shoulder height is at 110 centimeter for male workers. It will be almost 80-90% of a female workers. That is not suitable. So that's why we have to think all these parameters before designing, developing, populating all those tools and equipments. And very small thing. Everybody has now taken maize, cornflakes, lekin can you imagine how much drudgery involved in 1 kg of deselling of a maize? You can see one woman deselling with a simple nail or stick. A female worker uses her fingertips around 520 times, or fingernails 144 times, and finger palms 55 times for every kilogram of grain she produces, or every kilogram grain we consume. हम जितना खा रहे हैं उसके लिए इतना drudgery involved हो रहा है. By providing a simple maize seller, lot of drudgery can be reduced. Cost is 105 rupees. So that's why we have to popularize the small and tool equipment for rural. I'm not going to tractor, power tiller, combiners. Very small tools. We are using the mobile phones. They are aware of the mobile phones. They are using the smartphones. If 105 rupees का एक मक्काई का छिलने का machine, एक sickle 160 rupees. Those to be popularized among the farm women for reduction of drudgery. And the second, she needs to beat 33,000 times to thresh 1 acre of paddy. Suppose in coastal belt of Odisha or eastern part of India, paddy is a staple food. We cannot live paddy at once. In Punjab also, they are doing a lot of area in paddy. So, combine harvester, it is there. Sorghum Thresher is there. Big machines are coming there. But remember, 80 to 85% is small and medium farms. All farmers are not affluent to hire a combine harvester paying 2,000 or 2,005 rupees. And also combine harvester cannot go up to Kandhamal or Moidbus where the undulated land is there. There we have to take the help of bovine population or by bidding. You can see 33,000 times 1 acre he has to bid. Have you ever seen what will be the heart rate? We have measured the heart rate is 156 to 60. Can you imagine? 150 से 160 आपका heartbeat हो रहा है. So normal heart rate is you are all sitting, your heartbeat will around 70. I am speaking for like 10 minutes. My heart rate will be around 80. No problem. When you work in the field, when your workload is increasing, your heart rate increases. You can see the heart rate is 156 to 60. We have measured by using the heart rate monitor. So how this is very treacherous. She cannot breathe for 7 or 8 minutes. She needs rest. She needs rest at least for 7 minutes. After 7 or 8 minutes, those things are taken into consideration. So she work behind the plow, spread for anything you talk about agriculture activities, you will find women will be there. But we are very, there is a very silence of no research work has been done earlier. Lastly, we have started in different governments also helping us. So as you mentioned, individual workforce, we can say they are the individual workforce, and also to the unpaid assistants to their husbands. And madam was talking about drudgery. Drudgery does not begin at the farmer's field. Suppose the farm woman is going to farmer's field at 9:30 and coming back to 5. The drudgery or fatigue or pain or agony, that is not limited to that 7 hours. The drudgery begins when he gets up at 4 o'clock. And when she goes to bed at 9:30, she is the first woman to get up ready, taking care of her in-laws, taking care of her children, taking care of her husband, cooking food. Then and when she goes to field at 9:30, she has already drudgerified. She is already fatigued. So you can say they are the unpaid assistant and individual workforce. More emphasis should be given to popularize small tools and equipments. And this is 16 and 17 hours a day. When a worker, female worker, will work 16 to 17 hours a day, we should provide him certain tools that will reduce the drudgery. And everyone who was listening, who are present or directly involved with the agricultural activity, The pains and needs of women workers should be taken. Then we can provide it by tool. But needs, suppose take the example of female worker. One female worker is higher than the other. There will be flexibility in the handle line. There will be flexibility in the weight. Those things will be. This is the role of a researchers. You can say, what will do? We are trained them. You can see some NGOs or KVKs, they are giving training to tractor drivers. They are using the mobile phone. They can use it. If urban women can operate machines, there is no reason why rural women should not be encouraged to operate agricultural equipment. We have to give training them. And the second picture, self-propelled reaper, rice. In case of a sickle, we harvest 80 to 90 square meters by using this tool, simple tool, by giving proper infrastructure facility. Rural women, of course, she is my MTech student, but 2 years back I borrowed a picture. But female can be trained to operate the self-propelled reefers. You will find a lot of in the YouTube females who are driving tractor, power tillers, reefers. That is the call of the day today. So we have to take a goal rather than clear work in progress. We have to work in a group to eliminate the drudgery and the blights of millions of working women can be reduced. Everyone should be serious. Everyone should be contribute in the nation building. I was telling, awaken the farm women, awaken the nation. If you want to awaken the nation, we have to awaken the farm women. Why I have shown this picture? Can anyone tell? What do we say or read from this picture? See, she is not carrying only the load. She is also carrying the load of the nation, in other words. She is a Odia lady near to OUT. Weight is 49 kilo. She is carrying a load of 39 kilo. As per the recommendation, we should carry say 35 to 40%. You can see she is carrying 40%, almost 80 to 90% of the load. What will be affect of the spine? What will be affect of the neck? Then the picture of MSD, musculoskeletal disease, a lot of problem will come. She cannot even sleep nicely. You have to take medicines. Lot of funds, money you have to spend on medicine. So that is the role of economics. Good economics, you'll find good economics also good economics. So we have to intervene also for all small things. What is not, we have to listen to what is the scope of the problem. The problem is not for the worker. Nowadays, the women are 52%. Around 2025, the percent of female workers will be around 60%, 58%. Suppose an educated girl or boy, she is not interested to go to fertile field. We can provide him a tractor. We can provide him a power tiller. We can provide lot of power tillers and accept your self-propelled reefers can be operated by a remote. Everybody is not versatile with mobiles. So by providing a remote sensor, providing a tractor, a power tiller, or self-propelled reefer, she can be an operator, or she can be a manager, or can be an entrepreneur. We also give emphasis how to change a worker to an operator, manager, and entrepreneur, so that only the nation will build. What Dr. Jawaharlal Nehru told, awaken the women, awaken the nation. In 4 different states, we have to awaken them. And also between the women, take the example, women of Punjab, his weight is 100, weight is more, height is more. I have in the left side, I have shown you 25 pencils. Each pencil is different from the other. Like that, each individual, each female worker is different from others. Take the female of Odisha, she is different from Andhra. Take the example of female of Andhra, she is different from Arunachal Pradesh. So we have to implement flexibility so that it will be operated by varies of women, different but anthropometry, posture, strength, body discomfort, mental and physiology. Those will help us to develop modified tools and equipments for female workers. And you can see how the performance decreases when the age increases. Suppose the age is 18 to 20 is 100% perfect. Somewhere the women worker is 45, 50 years. His strength is 75. Suppose you develop a spade and take the example of a local absolute spade, it will be 3.8 kilo. And provide a handle, it will be around 4 kilo. It will not be suitable to female workers. So we have to provide them small trecho, small hoes, small requiters, so that it will be easily acceptable by the farm women. And weeding, that is a mostly operation. Small kitchen gardening, that is mostly done by small tools and equipments. We have to give more emphasis on small tools and equipments. And these are, madam was talking about the fatigue, drudgery. This is the exposure to weather, close contact animals, use of biological products, awkward posture. These are the use of tools and machine. Those are the fatigue causing. This is the working with hand overhead. Suppose somebody working more than 2 hours over your shoulder, it will be drudgery prone activities. Anything you do, this is a bending posture. Transplanting or weeding is bending 90 to 105 degrees. Suppose the woman is a bit taller, she will bend more. You can see neck bend forward more than 30 degrees drudgerous, and she is bending almost say 90 degree, and it is you can triple by the drudgery. How see how much time she will work there after 2 season, that is the Kharif season, she will be bedridden, but nobody is taking care of this. And because squatting and kneeling posture, if he's working for more than 2 hours, there will be a lot of bending posture. You can see how she's bending or squatting posture. So those are the drudgery prone postures and activities that to be taken care of by us. Those are directly or indirectly involved with agriculture activity. And this is a small ergonomic data. You can say heart rate. All the agriculture operations are coming moderate to heavy tougher. Take simply walking in a puddle field. You are all sitting. I was telling you your heart rate will be 72. I am this in almost 20 minutes or 22 minutes. My heart rate will be around 92 or 93. Simply walking in a puddle field, your heart rate increased by plus 20. Suppose you have started at 90, your heart rate will be 110. Simply weeding, transplanting, bending and squatting posture, your heart rate will be 123, 24. And I was talking very heavy type operation, where beating on bundles. Paddy, beating on bundles, that was 156 to 60. All the agriculture activities are moderately heavy type operation. And these are the involvement of farm women, starting from land preparation to weaning. This may be paddy, this may be groundnut, this may be cotton, this may be maize, maybe fruits, vegetables, whatever you say. In all operation, female agriculture, female workers are involved. And this, what will happen? If they will be involved, their body parts will be discomfort. There is a score actually. This is the we have differentiated the total body parts. Suppose somebody is working in the bending posture, definitely with 17, 18, 19, so that your mid back, lower back, buttocks will be at pain. Somebody is planting, say, lakh times in puddle field, right hand side, you 10, 13, 12 will be in one puddle field. Somebody is walking in the puddle field, 25, 26, 27, left leg, left foot, right foot. So we have to measure in which parts it is coming. The fatigue or the body parts discomfort is coming. From that way also we modified the tools and equipments. And these are the symptoms. Suppose somebody work in the posture, bad posture, I call it a bad posture, for more than 2 hours, more than 3 hours, without rest. There will be tingling, swelling, pain of movement, MSD, numbness. This is called stiffness, discomfort, numbness, tingling, swelling. You cannot see. Suppose somebody is sitting on the floor and de-husking the coconut, de-selling the maize. After 1 hour, if you stand, he can still stand. So those things we have to take into consideration. So these are the small tools and equipment that can be popularized, starting from trencho, small shade, could to improve skills. These are small tools I have given, but there are 37. Madam was telling there are 37, 38 types of small tools and equipment. So we have, with the help of Vigyan Prasar and CI Bhopal, also at CIWA, Central Institute of Women in Agriculture. So we have developed a nice video. I'll show you some videos within a few time. So these are the small of the tools and equipments. Those can be popularized, propagated, and among the farm women. And in this picture, you can see she is bending 90 to 100 degrees, standing in any depth puddle field. It is a Kharif season. This is now transplanting has been started in Odisha. You can find, you see, 1.2 lakh times in puddle field trans worker per land. And we say we are sending Chandrayaan, Mangalayan But we cannot provide a tool that can transplant, that can reduce the drudgery of the farmland. We have to think over it. There are small tools and equipment those are available. Much of the labor is done by hand, you can see. So we have to intervene. How? Very small tools, equipment that can be developed, popularized by the farm women. Now, to this we have needed transplanter. I would say we need 1.2 lakh time to transplant 1 acre of land. And government of India, every government is say doubling the income, doubling the income does not mean over the night. Government of India, paddy ka average is 2.4 quintal. Over the night we can go for 4.8. By providing small tools, we can save labor, we can save in a weeding cost, we can save in your input cost. In that way, we can save some money so that it will be help in national vending. This is the mat type shielding raised. You can see raised GI type trays in the backyard or polythene sheets in the field. Prior to that, we bring loamy soil and FIO mixture. They are prepared. For 1 acre of land, we need 50 to 55 numbers of trays for this. And these small videos you can see, this is right hand side also, they are preparing. Only 2-3 days back, actually, I have made this video so that I can be shared with you. You can see. You can see how the seed is पानी में उसको 36 आवर्स पहले उसको हमने रखा था पानी में वार्म वाटर में. उसके बाद उसको हम now you can sow seeds in the plate. You can see 15 kg of seed needed against 30 kilo. So generally in by raising nursery, generally it is 75 kilo seed is required for hectare, and almost 35 kg seed is required. 30 kilo seed is required for 1 acre. So you can see this is now we will sow seeds. This has been the left side. We are preparing the seed bed. We have add water. Then now we sow seeds for nursery raising. That needs expertise. Very within everyone will be expert at this. This is nothing new. A farm woman needs only 10 minutes. Tomorrow we have got a program at Jagatsinghpur in say 90 kilometers from there. We are now we are going a demonstration program on how to raise. Rootwash transplanter is rootwash nursery bed is easy to develop, but this mat type to raise this type of seedlings, we need little more say attention and little more techniques for this. And you can see this is the done 10-12 years back. You can see a densely populated nursery bed has been raised. I will show you this left side is left side of 12 दिन का है. The right side here, this is of 10 days. 2 different days we have because this is the season. We have to every day we have to sow seeds so that a lot of demonstration program can be conducted during this after 1st August when this unlock process begins. So it is there. Also, when farmers come to our campus, they will still see this nursery bed. You can see one seed different. And this can be operated by male and female workers. When we call at someone is telling harm women in the men's world actually. Whenever, whatever during 30s, whatever the development tools and equipment we are developing, keeping the male into consideration, that it will be operated by male workers. But as you say, 60% will be female in 2025, maybe 70% around 2026. So we have to train them. This is the one part of Mayurbhanj district. With the help of KBK scientists, we have conducted one KBK home scientist and project coordinator PC. We have conducted one Kansapal district, one female worker. She is the owner. You can see, she is the owner of that land, and she told me, sir, इसमें 2-3 पीस मुझे दे दीजिए, टोटल 25 एकड़ साइल मैंने. She is the owner of a 25 acre paddy. टोटल एरिया आप जो देख रहे हैं पीछे, ये सबका उसी का है. She is the owner. And this has been conducted in somewhere in with the help of government officials, government DDO. They have also we have conducted one program. And the benefit of showing this slide is that in this mat type seedling we need 12 to 15 kg of seeds against 30 kg. So you saved 1,000 rupees. Forget about धान का खेती में कितना अमल होगा वो तो बाद में देखें. पहले तो going to paddy field you saved 1,000 rupees, and if it's line sown crop, then if you use the power weeder, Mandwa Weeder, cono weeder, you save 22% in weeding. 300 रुपया अगर खर्चा करोगे per person, you need at least 6,000 rupees you saved in weeding. So this way the worker will be benefited. Here first priority is that women will be benefited. The drudgery, fatigue, Dr. Madam was telling, ultimate aim is to reduce the drudgery. By the साइड में जो कहते हैं आइसिंग ऑफ द केक, पैसा तो बचा, ड्रजरी भी कम हुआ, पैसा भी सेव हुआ. सो कैन कवर 1 per acre in a day, 6 working hour. सपोज someone is working 50 square meter, जो बेड के एक महिला काम करते हैं वीडिंग only 50 to 60, squatting person, there is every chance there will be snake bite, every chance there will be bichu inside the field. Life is danger, but in this case line sown, you can walk, there will be sound. Will be while working. I will show you Mandwa cono. There will sound. There will be no snake. So that way we can reduce the fatigue. And add किया पैसा बचा 1,000 rupees. And this was the video has been prepared. You can see. This one. You can see the cost of operation. Suppose someone is farmer's practice, एक hectare में you need 9,000 rupees. You can see 4,400. You have saved some money. Labor requirement is less. Field efficiency. Also in manual transplanting 6 to 70 square meter. I am taking it in square meter. 60 से 70 square meter hardly you can in another hour, but in this case 3 times more. And the cost is almost 10,000. Now also two-row transplant has been coming. So we are also in the process of developing a bacteria pocket. One of my friend Dr. Jain Misra is developing an Duro rootwash type battery operated transplanter, that is very soon, that will be cost around 14,000 rupees excluding battery. So these are the benefit. The female can be involved. And also this is the 6 row. This is operated by male workers. 13.5 little bit high, but if you train the female worker, she can operate. You can see. I will show you. This is a video from the YouTube I have downloaded, but this can be possible. Overnight is not possible. Punjab, Haryana, I have seen my female workers. They are operating tractor power. Why they must have expertise on this, but in coastal part of eastern zone, eastern India, we may train our female farmers, our sisters, and our those are involving in the farmer activities, so that this can be a benefit for the farming community. This video I have taken from the YouTube actually. This is the 8-row transplanter also. This can be transplant 8 rows, line to line 24. But this both these transplanters need line to line of 24 centimeter. This is saving in time and also cost. This is the future of transplanting. 0, 2 row, it is available for small medium farmers, but we can train them. Suppose someone has in entrepreneur, we are talking about the operator entrepreneur. Suppose female worker, he will congregate all the farmers, all the field, and she will transplant on a higher basis. This will be a boon for them also. This is a Mandwa Weeder. One of the video was in Gajapati district. Tribal farm women, lower weight, lower cost, bending posture avoided. Also weeding between rows, high weeding efficiency. Also, as we are avoiding the bending posture, the drudgery is removed. This is Mandwa Weeder. And this is a picture of same thing, cono weeder, that will be lower weight, lower cost, bending posture, weeding between row, high weeding efficiency, and also reduction of drudgery. Also, some of the bending posture is available. Yeah, this is the bending posture. You can see she is bending more than 90 degree, and standing in water, using her hand and fingers. So if you use a cono weeder, this will be very much beneficial. But that will be standing water. For this cono weeder, we need standing water so that it can be operated in a better way. So this is also can be operated by female. You can see power weeder. This cost is 38,000. Although this is operated by male workers, with a little bit training, we can the farm women can operate this suitable line attachment time can be operated by women workers. Of this cost is only 38,000. Subsidies, there are government subsidies varies from state to state, and field capacity 650 square meter per hour or 0.65 hectare per hour. Almost 88%, 3%. This is the tutorial reference and this is the video. And this is the pedal thresher. Madam was telling weight pedal thresher. This has been distributed all over India. All over every Arunachal Pradesh, different state, it has been gone. This is developed. Earlier there was no cover. We have provided safety cover so that the scattered grains will not come in contact with the face or open body fats. This cost is almost 6,000 rupees. 50% subsidy available in Odisha condition. This Odisha is developed by ISTI Center. This is 40 kg. Weight is almost 40 kilo, 45 kilo, and the capacity also is almost 38 to 40 kilo. This can be operated by a female workers. And this is what training program conducted on November last week. The date is mentioned 25/11/2020. After the coronavirus somewhat lifted, we went to Keuzar district. One of our agriculture engineer Karthik is there. One village we have conducted this tribal farm women. They were and actually we have taken this program, this thresher for demonstration, and they did not allow us to bring it. It is there. Still, it is there. For the last 1 year, it is there and they are using it. This is one village at Punde actually. This is the demonstration program last year with COVID guidelines. You can see all the female workers are wearing masks. So this is the one program last year we have conducted. And this is the winner. This is the winner. You can see this two types of winner. This type of winners can be used by the farm women. This is the groundnut decoder developed by Suan, and also we are popularizing this. This can be lower cost, only 3,000 rupees. Drudgery reduction, reduced injury, easily transported, very small time. This is standing time and sitting time. These are CI Gopal, they are scientists. They have developed ASA, our project coordinator reviewing. They developed for the women for sitting time, but standing is drudgery some easily transportable. Higher decoding efficiency by, you can see only 7 or 8 kilo. By sitting and deselling it will be 7 to 8 kilo. But by using the decorticator, one can say decorticate up to 40 kilo. So can be operated by male and female workers. Sitting posture is comfortable and damage it 2, 3, 4 so that it can be used as a seed. This is a small tool that can be also used by the farm women. This is a maize seller. Everybody is known about the maize seller, 105 rupees. This is a rotary maize seller developed by one of our manufacturers. Yes. Again, this one tribal pup. This conducted program in some power in Keuzar district. Tribal farm women where maize is grown. Mostly during Kharif season they use paddy or maize. So we have a demonstration program. We have just attached a small. We have attached that 8 octagonal maize seller at the small equipment. Is developed one with one of our manufacturers. They are developed and it is also available. Cost is only 2,500 rupees and it is sell up to 28 kilo. Very 28 kilo of seed can be sold by the help of this instrument. It's a small tool. This is not costly. Very small tools, but can be operated. Now this is a coconut de-husker. Many centers have coconut de-husker. What we have modified it, but this can be operated by. You can see how she is doing. Suppose someone is doing. There is every chance that the knife or the scythe is using will come in contact with finger. You can see the difference. The knife and the finger. Every chance that there will be minor slippery, it will come in contact with the fingers and the finger will be injured. So we have developed one thresher that can, which can be operated by both male and female workers. Cost is 800 to 11,000 rupees, depending upon the quality of the machines. Can DX 100 knots per hour, can be operated by male and female. It's not female, but in coastal part of Odisha and Andhra, coconut trees are there, so coconut de-husking is a must. So you can see how she is doing by using this. This is a small tool, 700 800 rupees. Suncut facing bench. It is easily available, and that can be a tool by the female workers. This can be operated by male workers, but that can be operated by female, small tools by female workers. Now these are, I will show you 3-4 equipment that are developed by our ISTI UI Center, Bhubaneswar. I have given the email address. If anybody wants to have any more knowledge about that, they can email them, contact them. This is the Sorghum Thresher. Feed rate is 165 kg per hour. Output is 110, and you can see the threshing efficiency and cleaning. Why I am showing this? Because this can be operated. This is mostly done by female workers. Now Dehati area में वो नीचे बैठ के half by feet or by foot pounding or hand beating methods, they are harvesting all those things. This is the Sorghum Thresher. They have developed for bullock operated, but they have there is provision that can be operated by electric operated. Electric power se power laake you can use this. So this will be highly beneficial because a lot of drudgery are involved in this type thresher. This has been developed by AICF and URI with the help of one of our local manufacturer. They are showing keen interest for develop. This is the sorghum crop. You can see one of our scientists is showing, Arun is showing all these things. So this is the finger millet or Ragi thresher we call. That has been a boon for the tribal farming community of Odisha. Because why I am highlighting this is because this is the AICF people have developed this. And this is the brainchild of one of my friend, Dr. Sangram Swai, whose email address is there. The cost is 67,000 rupees with 1 year warranty. And if anyone want to purchase for 3 year warranty, it is 1,12,000 rupees. And subsidies are available. For general people, this is 25,000 rupees. And for SC people, this is 30,000 rupees. Because they have to popularize in tribal pockets of Odisha. They have already distributed 448 for the last 1 year. They could possibly distribute 448 in different 15 districts of Odisha. Not in Odisha, they are now going beyond Odisha, Maharashtra, Andhra and Telangana. Scientists and KVK people, they are also interested to buy. They are also getting this contact. Anyone interested, you can mail to Swine Sangram at yahoo.com. His email tag. This is a nice treatment. This has been included in the millet mission. Everybody is going giving more emphasis on millet mission, Ragi. So they have been included. This is the data, 94 kg for average output. Very nice instrument. And like this, they have developed one finger millet also. That capacity is also 90.4 kg. The cost of operation, they must have shown it. This is pearl millet. This video of another instrument called developed by the UI people with the help of a local manufacturer in Odisha. They are showing keen interest in and those equipment will be included in the millet mission. you can show this is bullock operated, but this can be operated by other power source where female can be involved, so that their drudgery, their fatigue can be decreased a lot. This is a Suan. Recently, they have tested a Suan. You can see the Suan Thresher output is 130 kilo. The last 4 videos, the purpose showing is this. Now you will show that this is operated by bullocks, but those can be operated by female by little modification. That's the purpose of showing this video. This has been developed by ASF by UAP. This is Bhubaneswar. We are very much proud for them. Actually, they are doing very nice work. And if anybody want to have any queries or have to purchase, you can contact this email I have given at the end, and this email. This is a big video. I'm just. This is a fruit harvester. This is small tools available everywhere. But I was showing you a figure. If you are doing it for more than 2 hours, so here will a lot of MSD or musculoskeletal disease. You can see how she is harvesting the fruit, chiku. You can mango. You can whatever instrument you can fruits you can harvest. The cost is very less actually. This can be also during the operation you will find minor injuries in sickle, harvester, thresher. Lot of accidents also happen. We have to be serious from them. Operation limbs, eyes, other disable injury in operation machinery. When you operate so many equipment, small injury will be there. So we have to reduce those things. We have taken into consideration of these things. So what are the benefits? Actually, जितना मैंने दिखाया आपको figures, reduce work injury, increase work productivity, increase work quality, and reduce absenteeism. After suppose somebody is say MSD or musculoskeletal disease, he will remain absent from 3 to 4 days. So what will happen? She will not come to field. As a owner, as an entrepreneur, if X is not coming, I will engage Y. I am not at loss, but the worker, she is remaining absent for 2-3 days. She is looking 300 or 400 or 500 rupees. So to reduce absenteeism also, we popularize these tools and equipments. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you and stay safe. This is my email address. But before I finishing, I want everyone should see this small video before I wind up.
Sure.
That's good.
Thank you very much, sir. I am OP Sharma from KVK Ranchi. Thank you. Very nice presentation.
So thank you, Dr. Mohanty, for your informative talk. And we understand the drudgery and how women tend to bear the brunt of drudgery. Yes. I have a question actually to all the panelists, to the speakers, and also the other august audience who are present here. That how do we create awareness towards these improved farm tools and implements for women farmers? I just wanted to mention you that we did a survey in some districts of Gujarat a few years back, and we found that really women farmers are prepared, to adopt these tools and technologies and equipment, and we're very welcoming to the idea of new machineries and technology innovations. But how do we popularize these across the country? How we really make these tools and equipment available to the women farmers and train? I think the most important is that we need active participation of women. So we need training, and so then only we'll be successful in adopting the tools. In the message in the chat box, there are a lot of participants who have written that they are also working in this direction. So we actually need a concerted effort in taking this out forward to the women farmers and actual beneficiaries, and they need to be active participants in even designing and developing the team. We need constant feedback from different women farmers from different regions. So I just would like, this is my question as well as a comment also to all the speakers, and others can also participate.
Thank you, madam.
After this, we open the session for question answers. Thank you.
Because we have got KVKs, Krushi Vigyan Kendras. In all over India, there is more than 630 KVKs, and in Odisha also we have got 30. Each and every program we are doing with the help of KVK people, because they are the source of they are the source how to enter. They give us money. Yesterday I was saying my staff is on the way to Jagatsinghpur to have a nursery raising technique tomorrow, because they feel that right time. So we send them. First thing. Second thing, government of Odisha has done a very nice work. Actually, this is I'm not taking the credit alone. Credit 50% goes to Suan and OLM also. OLM, Livelihood Mission, Suan and OEOT. We have conducted nice program for the in 2017, and it has been gone to every block. Whenever you will go, you will find the deadline. It was been published in paper. So second and third is, you have got lot of media, social media is there. We have got newspaper is there. We are writing any program we are conducting. We are inviting the local administration, so they will be benefited. Local women SSG group are there, NGOs are there. There everybody is working. This is not a single man job. So suppose every man 5 finger एक ही साथ उंगली होंगे तो ये काम होगा. ये नहीं कि only some people, those are interested, they will do. Everyone to be taken into consideration. Everyone should give effort, so that the need, the fatigue, the drudgery of the farm women can be reduced.
Yeah, can I?
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Yeah, Renu ma'am, please go ahead. You can make your comments.
Thank you, Nidhi. And I would like to congratulate Vigyan Prasar for keeping this such a wonderful session. And Dr. Mohanty, who has done so much of work, hearty congratulations to you. It was a very good presentation. What I was just thinking is, I have worked as a rural program coordinator in CSIR, CFTRI, Mysore. So I'm from Mysore, and we have done a lot of demonstrations, and we have gone to the grassroots level to the villages. So what I was just thinking is, one thing is, if you can have 1 or 2 suggestions I have. One thing is, if you can have a cost analysis of the present as well as of your tools. So, we can be more for the rural people, they can be more adaptive to this. And number 2, if you can go to the villages, your team, I mean, not you, your team, if you can make a selected a team of members who can go and demonstrate this to the women farmers. Actually, what we had done is, we had conducted in our own institute, we had at the national level and also at the regional level, only for women farmers. A lot of things they can do, but you are having for plowing, sowing, weeding, it's wonderful. If they can really, because most of the women I have seen, they are doing the work of harvesting, the weeding, the sowing, and yours is a very great work. Actually, they can really improve and reduce the drudgery. So I think, you can have a lot of demonstration. First thing is you need to have a demonstration so that they can see with their own eyes, yes, this work is going to reduce our drudgery. Then number two, you should have awareness camps and things like that, and take these tools to the rural area. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, madam, for your kind information. We have 4 AICRP, All India Coordinated Research Project in OUAT, I am talking. One is AICRP ergonomics and actually my scheme. Another is UI, utilize some manual energy. Another is FIM, Farm Influence Machinery, and another PST, Post Harvest Technology. Combinedly this year, during this pandemic situation also, we could manage to conduct training program covering 6,039 numbers of male and female workers, and 30% were off campus. This is the corona. 30% was off campus, and 70% were online. And most of the online program was done by our my friend Dr. Sangram. I have given the email address. So most of 6039, you can imagine 6,039 farm men and women has been trained. Of course, 30% was off campus and 70% on campus due to corona. But every year, we are covering 27, 28. So combined all AICRP, every year we are covering all the 27 out of 30 minus
so
1.
That is a very good data actually. One thing I wanted to know, where these things are available. If somebody wants to buy, say for example, we are in South. So if somebody wants to buy these weeding tools or sowing, they ask me where they can buy.
Madam, these are all available. This is a people I have to show to the audience. That's why I have not included the manufacturer. Okay. 1 or 2 manufacturers are also attending this program.
Okay. That is what I said. That I think one slide
you can write to me.
You can make only of that.
I'll share you every impression, or you can write to Sangram. He is doing all very marvelous work on Millet mission. So you can write to me. You can write to him. We are there to share you any information, starting from to your big axle processor. All are manufactured in Odisha. We have got a lot of manufacturer in Odisha. They will supply you. No problem, madam.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. So if anybody else want to ask any questions to sir, you can raise your hand and ask your questions directly to the sir. By the time, sir, there are some other questions from our
Yes.
different platforms.
Yes.
We are having this program live. So I'm taking the first question from there. That introduction of women strength specific farm machineries is not enough to support women farmers. How can they be made aware of such tools, and how can these tools be made available to actual
very
beneficiaries?
simple things. Take an example of spade. It is only 3.8 kilo, very small thing, 3.8 kilo. And handle 4.2 kilo. And it is not acceptable by the female workers. Suppose 10 years back, I have given 10 numbers of spade to a village. That was a taboo. I am just giving it. That was a taboo. That tribal back, the new equipment, no female will, I don't know, female will use it. But after 6 months or 8 months, when I went to and inquire what is the condition of that spade, and they are using it because the weight and the size of the spade is reduced to 1.2 to 2 kilo. That will be accepted. So we have got hose, we have got trench hose, we have got small spades that can be accepted by the female workers. Take the example of pump. You are standing and operating. That also depends upon the strength of a female workers. Very many things that is depends upon the strength of a female worker. That is 2/3 of a male worker. Suppose you are designing any tool and equipment, keeping the male into counterpart, that will not be accepted by the female workers. As their strength and endurance, most strength is 2/3 or 67% of the female workers.
Sure, sir. I think Dr. Monica Jain wants to ask some question. Ma'am, you can ask your question. You can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a wonderful presentation and very informative also. Sir, I have a question. रेनू मैडम told कि अगर हमें इस पूरे आपके जो tools हैं उन्हें हमें out of the Odisha अगर demonstrate करना है, like I live in MP, Madhya Pradesh, and here it's very rich in agriculture. So अगर मैं women farmers तक इन tools का presentation देना चाहती हूँ, उनको बताना चाहती हूँ इन tools के बारे में, So, is there any project for the society, registered society? So we can purchase the tools and or you can give the tools for sometimes to demonstrate them.
You will demonstrate in Madhya Pradesh and Odisha.
Madhya Pradesh, sir.
So we can supply. You write to me at the end of the. You can write me. You can take my email at the last
Okay.
slide. skmanthi@yahoo.com.
Okay, sir.
Provide no problem. One set.
Sir, one more question. Yeah.
One set
Can
can
you
provide.
design?
Yes, madam.
Please. Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, can you design some tools according to the need of the women farmers of Madhya Pradesh if we need some?
Madam. Yes, madam. There was a 4-row. Take a very small example. There was a 4-row transplanter.
Yeah.
4-row manual transplanter. You suppose you drag, you need 26 kg of force to drag a 4-row transplanter. That was not accepted by the farmers.
Yeah.
We reduced to 2-row.
Yes.
Need 14 to 15 kilo, but the area of coverage was less. That's why the role of 3-row came to picture. Lesser draft.
Yeah.
So in the research is like that, not a single day you will develop a thing. So,
Yes.
so 3-row manual transplanter came to picture because the female cannot operate. Male can operate 4-row. Female cannot drag 728 kg. Clear, na? That's why the 3-row transplanter came into picture. So if you want, we can have a joint program. You can write to any time. No problem, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, Switi Kumari, ma'am, if you want to ask, you can unmute yourself.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Very nice presentation, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, we are working in ESA, ergonomics and safety agriculture. But I have seen in every machine, finger millet machine, Ragi machine, pearl millet machine, everywhere we have seen power source, means belt and pulley was open everywhere. Sir, it should be covered.
It should be covered, yes.
Because chances of accidents is more in that condition.
Because you have shown the bullock operated, the RPM is very less. That's why this is not there. But when it will be power operated, go to farmer's field, it will be covered.
Yes, sir. And once more,
if it is not covered, it will not be accepted in the SLTC. It will not be approved in the government. It is clear.
Yes, sir. Once more, sir. OUAT rotary maize seller that you have developed there, OUAT rotary maize seller. I have shown one video. Man was performing that machine. I think a modification is required in that machine because
we have already conducted the video you have shown. The height is not flexible. We have made the height
because man was in bending posture. It was at 90%.
We have already made it. I have just forgot to mention. We have already made it. We have already in demonstration. So that the female and male, the height of the bending posture can be avoided. That has been already done, taken care of.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sweetie ma'am. Now the next question is from Dr. Uma Malik.
Yeah, good afternoon. Very active session. I have few questions.
Yes,
My
first
question would be that was there any analytical analysis done before the women were using the tools and after they starting using it? Because you said the drudgery reduced, but before they were not using the tools, you quantified how the drudgery is happening. So can you please tell something about it?
Yes. When you talk about drudgery, suppose I'll give you a sweet. You will tell it's tasty. We cannot quantify the tasty, but we are able to quantify the drudgery. There is 4 different tools. We are measuring the heart rate. We are measuring the oxygen consumption directly. Then we are measuring the energy expenditure. All of the postural analysis. We have ODR scale, or overall discomfort score scale. Another is Borg RP scale or BPDS scale, body discomfort. I have shown you 27 body parts. I have shown you, suppose you are walking in bending posture. Your bending posture is there. We will use a scale to quantify the drudgery. Then we will use that same women, the tool, we will quantify the heart rate, oxygen consumption, uska body fat discomfort. In that way, we are also measuring the drudgery. In another term is we are multiplying oxygen in 20.9 into kilojoule per minute. Those are in field of ergonomics. They know how to quantify the express in terms of kilojoule. Suppose you are consuming oxygen, we are simply multiplying by 20.9, so we will express in kilojoule. Prior to that, how much kilojoule is consuming? After that, how much energy is consuming. But take the example of pedal thresher. Why ODR? Why heart rate and oxygen consumption not important in pedal thresher? In pedal thresher there was पहले क्या था? cover नहीं था. So क्या होता? There was छिलका. It will may 10 to 12 meter दूर में जाके गिरता था धान. उसके बाद वही क्या किया? उसको cover दे दिया. क्या हुआ? Paddy was congregated at one place and there was no direct contact of paddy. By participatory discussion with the farmers, by the use of different tools we have called ODS and BPDS scale, we can measure कि कितना उसको अच्छा लग रहा है. वो जो scale है, that way we can measure. But in otherwise, we can express from heart rate, oxygen consumption, also kilojoule, energy expenditure, that we call it.
So it means you have published these kind of data already.
It is published. It is published. You can, if you want, I can share you all. Even lot of papers are available. You'll find lot of papers. You can write to me. I can share many information with you.
Great. And second and last question.
Very easy. Very easy. It is very easy.
Great. Second and last question from my side would be about the training program. You just mentioned that during the lockdown you were doing that. So yes. Would it be possible for you to share the contents of that training program? And what I want to know is that are they NSQF compliant, those training programs which you are offering?
Very often we don't go for MS questionnaire with general, but in certain cases it is not possible to always go for, because going and moving. But in certain cases we have following this questionnaires, but certain cases, but not in all cases. Not cases all fine.
So I would appreciate if you can please share the contents, the tenure and the cost and all those kind of details with us. So I'll send you an email about that.
Okay, no problem. You write to me, I'll immediately respond. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and one more question. May I?
Yes, madam, no problem.
Yeah, so it is that you mentioned that the women characteristics are different in different states. Like women in Odisha are different from women in Punjab. So we know that. So what I want to know, out of various technologies you discussed today, are there technologies which may be used in uniform manner throughout India? Few technologies, maybe 3, 4 or some.
Maybe out of this, I have given you, shown you 17. Maybe some weeders, power weeders is there. Millet thresher is there. There can be popularized because of millet thresher has been given to Andhra, Telangana and Maharashtra. Pedal thresher we have distributed through all FIMs at ASI. We have got ASI on FIM. We have given to all over, all in India. We have given 150 numbers of pedal threshers to different parts of India. So there are small tools and equipment. But suppose you talk about Punjab, they cannot go for power tillers. Power tillers and small tools will be mostly in the coastal part of India and Andhra, Telangana, Bihar, Jharkhand, and also to Kerala. But that is I have mentioned a location specific and need based. And the very small thing. Suppose a female height is 146 centimeter for Odisha. The handle side will be different when it is operated in Punjab and Haryana. In that way, we can minor and another is sickle. Take the example of a sickle. Can you imagine what is the weight of a sickle in Odisha? I have collected 78 types of sickle in Odisha. The weight varies from 62 grams, 62 grams से 326 ग्राम तक vary करता है Odisha में. Forget about India. In Odisha also the varies sickles like this. But the average sickle is 250 to 260 grams. That's why the problem. The manufacturer sitting is the Punjab, the middleman is Raipur, and the poor user is as Kandhaar. His हाथ का size थोड़ा कम है, छोटा palm area. She is not operating at a 300 gram का. So क्या करते? कभी जब while he is operating the machine, उसका हाथ कट जाता है, यहाँ कट जाता है. Problem वही होता है ना. Local blacksmith अभी नहीं है. That is the problem. There is no blacksmith. Blacksmith का बच्चा जो पाठ पढ़ गया, graduate हो गया, he is not interested to sit in the fire. That is the problem. That is the problem. Why anthropometry and body dimension plays a major role in all part of India.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
थैंक यू उमा मैम। रंजन कुमार नायक सर, आप अपना माइक अनम्यूट करके क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं सर।
Thank you, madam.
थैंक यू।
Good afternoon to all. Thank you, Mohanty sir, for your nice presentation and nice explanation to various women-related farm equipment. Mine is not a question, but some supplements of this topic. Many women-friendly implements are there. Many research institutes, universities have developed many implements, but some constants also there in uses of these agriculture tools by the women. So my submission is there should be a rigorous training to the farm women, because when machine and tools are involved, so training is a must. So without training, you cannot tell the farm women to use this or that. So the infrastructure should be developed and training them in the rural surroundings and impart skills to the women workers so that they can use the proper use of that agriculture tools and equipment. And second is the extension services. Extension services should be good, and because many rural areas women are illiterate, so and some social customs are there also. Some taboos are there. Shortage of farm extension also is there. So extension services should be more, and another is the availability of improved tools in rural areas, because women cannot find improved tools and implements everywhere. So state government is the main custodian of the agriculture. So state agro industries development and state agriculture department should provide the tools and equipment to the block level, and they should impart the training. And also so banks also provide some loans to the farm women or SHG groups to procure the small implements and tools so that they can use it. Because when we supply the equipments to women, that is the free of cost. So the mindset is totally different. If they will purchase it by small amount, some investing some amount, then certainly they will use it. This is my submission. Thank you.
This is not question. This is your suggestion. Good.
Submission.
I know. This is a very nice suggestion. But your first thing you told about extension, we have got 31 kVKs. All over India, we will more 600 more kVKs there. That is the duty to do extension work. As a research survey, as you know, all India coordinate research project. Our 75% time should be given to research and very less time to extension activity. Still, we are conducting different research extension program. And two things you have mentioned: seeing is believing, learning by doing. Those things are taken care of, and we are trying to do all those things. But as you suggested, we'll do some more extension work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now taking the last question, sir, can you share some tools which can be used to measure the drudgery before and after use of tools?
Presently, I have not have source, but you can have the heart rate. Heart rate is very small thing. Heart rate and oxygen. Heart rate is only, so now watch is available, 5,000, 6,000 rupees. Smart watch, you can measure the heart rate, but we can measure the heart rate from your pulse rate. From different 8 locations, we can measure the heart rate, but this is not the proper way, but we can measure the heart rate. And also you can measure the oxygen consumption rate. There are indirect formulas how to measure the energy expenditure rate from heart rate and oxygen consumption. But that oxygen consumption meter, that is almost 16 lakh rupees. And that is too costly. But by using the pulse oximeter, now this is Corona period, everybody is aware about the pulse oximeter. This is cost around 2,000 rupees. By that way also we measure the heart rate or pulse rate. We measure the pulse rate from here. But one thing is that for research purpose, we cannot say that this is the heart rate, because your heart rate is decreases every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds ke baad, you will have a different heart rate. Suppose you measure the heart rate or pulse rate, we call it pulse rate from here, finger pulse rate from here. It will take minimum 10 to 12 seconds. By that time, you will not get the actual heart rate data. That will be factual. But there are different types of smart watches there. From there also we can measure the heart rate. There are different tools actually there.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for so patiently answering all the questions out there and introducing us with some of the major concerns of women farmers out there in the field, and as well as sharing with us some of the tools to overcome these problems. Thank you so much, sir. Now I invite Kinkini ma'am for her concluding remarks.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you, Dr. Mohanty. This was really very, very informative and very presentation. You really brought on board a lot of tools and technologies and the cause and the issues for which I think we should all work together. And I think beyond KVKs, there are others also who would require awareness, knowledge, and kind of an popularization of these tools and all. And the videos that you presented was extremely nice. I think just here, since I've mentioned in the beginning that we have prepared a video compendium of these tools which you are aware of, and that required some updation, that required some addition. So I would request all the audience scientists who are associated with development of tools and improved techniques for women. I think we can really start ways of adding these and make a club of all these things, a repository of these. Somebody mentioned of a data bank. So if you can really create a data bank of all these tools and equipment, that will be extremely nice. Actually, Dr. Uma ma'am, I heard you also speaking here. And so I think we need somebody to really handhold us and direct us with how to go about it. And extremely beneficial, extremely useful. Thank you so much for your presentation, and thank you everybody for being present today, sharing your inputs, and we will share our resources that we have done, and we invite your feedback on these. That is very important. And let us work together in this area, because women empowerment, women gender parity, mainstreaming gender in agriculture is very, very important. Much has been discussed, but now is the time for the action. Thank you so much. We look forward to many more such webinar series. We will be inviting you, and we are also planning to have them done in regional languages. We are doing it in English and Hindi, but we would be keen doing in other regional Indian languages. So we'll start that process soon, and we'll keep you all informed and involved in this process. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir.
Namaskar.